If you are fully prepared for the first day of school, you will be relaxed and ready to handle whatever takes place. In previous sessions, you identified the most essential preparation tasks, and now you will summarize this information. The process of summarizing your vision, organization, and procedures in writing helps ensure that you are clear with your own plan. This plan will provide a summary of the information covered in sessions 1 through 4 in a clear, concise document that aids in communication of information with relevant stakeholders. All material has been covered in previous sessions, and participants may choose to refer back for guidance on this content as you need. Encouragement procedures will be covered in the motivation session on Canvas. It is possible to reflect on your first month and make refinements. Stepping in to modify expectations at any point in the year will benefit a teacher's experience if things started out rocky. Preparations may be helpful after the first day following a long break, for example, spring break or track out. In Session 2, titled Organization, you learned about developing a well-thought-out daily class schedule. That schedule should be modified for the first day of school to allow for the inclusion of unique tasks and activities that must occur on the first day. Your goal is to have the day be as representative of a typical day as possible, but also include activities that will accomplish these important first day functions. Elementary teachers may want to plan getting to know you or icebreaker activities on the first day of school to help the class begin to work together, but be aware of the work-to-play balance. Students should leave at the end of the day feeling like school is a welcoming place where they will be expected to put forth their best effort. At the middle school level, advisory or homeroom classes may engage in these types of activities, but keep in mind that they should be limited to the beginning class period, as it would be repetitive to play such a game in every class period of the day. Frame your teaching around the school-wide rules and expectations. Utilize any PBIS teaching plans and schedules if there is a formal structure for this at your school. Also, keep in mind logistics, such as distributing textbooks or materials, where to keep personal belongings, turn in work, etc. Consider the following when designing your first day schedule. Take into account any school-wide activities. Allow more time than usual for each activity on the first day. Make a sign for your room to help students know how to locate their class. Prepare an initial activity for students to work on when they enter the room. And prepare and plan for dealing with families who would want to take up your time on the first day. Consider publicizing events like open house or a parent's coffee prior to the school year beginning for families to have an open opportunity to meet you and explore the room, receive important information as well. If you are a teacher of younger grades, such as kindergarten, you may ask support staff who have the flexibility to assist during arrival to be on hand to assist with families and students struggling with the transition. The first day of school is an important one for both you and the students. When the day is managed well, students will leave thinking, this teacher is organized and friendly and expects a lot from us. This class will be a lot of work, but exciting and fun. The teacher really wants to help me be successful. Your goal is to conduct the first day of school in a manner that will help students feel welcome and will help them to learn to behave responsibly from the beginning. The following strategies can help you do just that. Write your day one schedule on the board, easel, or flip chart. Orient students to the day one schedule and begin using the 3-step process for communicating your expectations, which will be explained in depth on the next slide. Greet the students individually as they enter the room. Use their name, make eye contact, and don't forget to smile. Get students' attention as soon as the bell rings. Make sure to teach your attention signal. Communicate the essential classroom information in the first 10 minutes. This process is so very helpful to students and may even be repeated on days 2 through 180, meaning that as you implement this strategy to make a great impression on your students the first day of school, it will be important to maintain this type of organization throughout the school year. We will now review the 3-step process for communicating expectations. The first step in the process is teaching students what your expectations are. Do not teach all expectations for each activity, task, or transition at the same time. Space the lessons out so that students are not overwhelmed and the information and instruction is particularly relevant. Allow plenty of time for modeling and practicing the behavior. Though it may feel as though you do not have time to teach all of the expectations due to feeling stressed to cover academic content immediately, research has shown that devoting time to quality teaching of behavioral expectations leads to better on-task behavior and fewer disruptions throughout the year, ultimately saving you time. 2 of the most useful ways to observe student behavior during an activity are to circulate among the students and visually scan all parts of the classroom. These are 2 basic but absolutely essential strategies that allow for an accurate picture of what is happening in the learning environment at all times. Circulating has the added benefit that proximity to students tends to reduce misbehavior. Provide both individual students and the whole class group specific feedback about their performance, both during and after each activity or transition. Provide positive feedback in the form of age-appropriate praise when students are meeting or have consistently met your expectations. Provide corrective feedback calmly, immediately, and consistently when they are not meeting or have not met your expectations. When we focus our praise on positive actions, we support a sense of competence and autonomy that helps students develop real self-esteem. Benefits of specific positive feedback include, but are not limited to, the following. Specific positive feedback helps adults and students focus on positive social behaviors and actions. Research has shown it is one of the most powerful behavior change tools that teachers have in their repertoire. It increases likelihood that students will use the recognized behaviors and skills in the future, decreases inappropriate behavior, and reduces the need for correction. Specific positive feedback also enhances self-esteem and helps to build an internal locus of control. For example, listen for the specificity in the following feedback samples. When I said it was time to begin, you were responsible and followed directions by clearing off your desk, getting out your materials, and starting your work. Because you followed directions, you have earned a Cardinal card. Dwayne, you disagreed with Sam, but you stopped and took some time to think, used appropriate language, and settled the disagreement peacefully. That was very respectful to Sam and to the rest of our class. Hey Oscar, thanks for using materials appropriately by putting them away at the end of the project. That shows respect for our classroom. You earned a B ticket to add to our class hive. Jasmine, thanks for being responsible by being on time to class. That's important at school and when you're on the job.